Good morning, everybody. Wanted to do a quick little video here on giving a tip to newer buyer agents out in there in the real estate world. Basically, wanted to talk about when you you're brand new in this business and you're out there, and pretty much when you first get in the business as a real estate agent, you're going to be what's known as a buyer's agent, and we get really excited. We reach out to all our family and friends to see if they want to buy a house, to see if we can start making money, because we're a commission only type thing, right? But one thing that has to be really important that you start doing is make sure you're setting the proper expectations with your clients, because there is a huge and there's a whole process to the entire buying of a house situation. So what kind of prompted this was, we have a house in St. Pete. It's been beautifully remodeled, so on and so forth. And what happened is what I can tell from what's going on in the situation is that the buyer's agent did not do a good job of setting the proper expectations of what happens during the process of putting a house under contract, going through the inspection period, getting back the inspection report, and then what the proper steps are after that. Because I'll tell you this, every single house out there that you put under contract, I don't care if it's a 1920s bungalow, a 1970s block house, or a brand new build, there are always, and I mean always, going to be issues during the inspection period. There's always going to be a laundry list of items in an inspection report from the home inspector. I'm sure Leo and Brian and any of the other inspectors that we use would attest to this. There are always things that come up during an inspection report, and it's important for you as a buyer's agent to set those expectations from the get-go, that when they get that inspection report back, it's going to be as thick as the damn Bible. Okay, and that's because you're paying that inspector $500 or so, roughly, to nitpick and pick apart every single detail of that house. That's their job. Their job is to warn you of all the things that are wrong with the house. And if you don't set those proper expectations, which is what happened in this one, in my opinion, when they get that book of things that are wrong with the house, and 90% of them are super minor and can be fixed within a couple of days of just minor rehab to it, what's going to happen is they're going to freak out, which is what happened in this situation. The buyer has freaked out because there's so many little things that can all be fixed. Now the agent is because she didn't set the proper expectations up front, she is now trying desperately to save this deal and trying to convince her buyer that these things are super minor and that they can be fixed and everything. But if she had set the proper expectation that she was going to get this, or the buyer was going to get this massive stack of issues or potential issues in a house, like, she probably would have not been so inclined to try, want to, cancel the deal and move on. But, because again, like I said, even on new builds, you're going to have issues with, things not being right. There's a Facebook post that's been going around for the last couple of months of where a new builder had put like a vent up against a wall where it was supposed to be like a return. And when the inspector pulled the vent off, there was literally nothing behind it. So that was in the inspection report. It was, it went viral all over social media in the last couple of months. And so it's just really important that you guys, as buyers agents that are brand new, set the expectations of what exactly happens from the time that they put a house under contract to the time it goes to the closing table. Because guess what? Stuff comes up even after the inspection period, because you have to re-inspect the property to make sure that the seller did their job and did fix the things that they were supposed to fix during the what they've agreed upon after you get the inspection report back and agree upon it. So, and things can happen, obviously, because they need to make sure that the proper expectations are set closer to the closing too, not pulling out lines of credit, stuff like that, so that they don't blow the deal up during financing too. So just wanted to do a quick little video, explain to you why it's important to make sure you set proper expectations. And that goes for any aspect of this business. It goes for any aspect of any business out there, is always setting the proper expectations of what's going to happen during a transaction. So hope you guys are enjoying your Sunday.